Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. I would like to thank each and every one of you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and donating to my channel. I really do appreciate all the love and all the support. And thank you for those of you who've been booking readings with me. It is truly appreciated, okay? So guys, your girl's Patreon channel is up and running. So if you would like to support your girl, you'll be able to find the link in the description box below. I do post 2 exclusive videos per week, so go check it out if you feel called to. So guys, before we get started in today's video, I would like to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by one of my favorite brands that I like to work with, and it's Rose Forever New York. Rose Forever is a New York-based brand launched in 2019. They design luxurious rose boxes with natural roses that stay fresh for at least 1 year. Each rose is handcrafted by a professional flower artisan and treated with natural oils to preserve its freshness and beauty. They do have a variety of options for you to select from. However, for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, they are offering a special pink rose bouquet, and for each one sold, they are donating 10% to help support breast cancer research and awareness. So guys, you'll be able to find a link to their website in the description box below, as well as my discount code that you can utilize at checkout. So guys, we're gonna get right back to the video, and thank you so much for supporting them. Hi guys! So as you guys could tell by the title of this video is going to be about what do people admire about you. So pile number 1, you're going to be the amethyst crystal. Pile number 2, you're going to be the malachite crystal. And pile number 3, you're going to be the lapis lazuli crystal. So again, pile number 1, amethyst crystal. Pile number 2, malachite crystal. And pile number 3, lapis lazuli crystal. So pause this video if you must and meditate on the card or the crystal that you feel most drawn to. You'll be able to find your timestamps in the description box below, and I'll see you guys at your pile. Hi pile 1, welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. So my pile number 1, you picked the amethyst crystal, and this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is I like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings, okay? So my pile number 1, what do people admire about you? I heard dedication. What do people admire about you? Yeah, it makes sense because we have the 7 of Pentacles. Your dedication, your endurance, your patience here. How patient you are in accomplishing your goals, especially in the face of adversity. You don't give up. You're persistent. You don't stop until I heard you don't stop until you make it to the top. So you could have Capricorn in your chart. Okay, so what do people admire about you, my pile number 1? Yeah, we have Hermit, Virgo energy. That you're self-sufficient. That you are very much like you're an introverted individual, but you also know how to work well within a group setting. Okay, so like your self-sufficiency is another thing that people really admire about you, because Like you look for the answer within. You don't look outside of yourself for the answers to your problems, and you always find a solution. You're definitely solution oriented and not like problem oriented, where it's like you don't think the same way that you've created your problem. So let's say, for instance, you're going through some sort of financial situation. You take the necessary steps to get you out of the situation, okay? And you don't whine and complain about it. You find a solution. And that's what people secretly admire about you as well. What do people admire about you? Yeah, we have the Hangman. You could be a Pisces, Virgo, like Pisces moon, Virgo sun, or vice versa. Yeah, you have a really good balance of practicality and spirituality, and that's what people secretly admire about you. Like, I feel like this is something that you may have had since you were young. Like, you're able to manifest things with ease, but you're also practical in the way that you manifest. Like, you don't let your delusions take over your reality. Like, yes, you know how to manifest, but you are still rooted in reality with the Hermit energy, okay? And people admire that about you, that you have that good balance. What do people admire? Wow, we have the Six of Cups. It could be people from your past that admire that about you. What I'm also getting, like, people admire the fact that you are true to yourself. You're true to your desires, your wishes. You haven't changed who you are. Like, you have improved who you are, but at the core of yourself, you're still the same person. You haven't changed. Like, you didn't switch up. That's what people admire about you. You haven't switched up. Like, people that know you from the past, you're still the same person, but like I said, you just improved in different aspects and areas of your life. But like, when it comes to your personality per se, who you are at the core, you haven't switched up. What do people admire about you? Yeah, you see your dedication with the Eight of Pentacles, your work ethics. You're meticulous in your approach. You do things in a methodical manner. And your endurance with the Ten of Wands. Maybe you had to overcome some sort of like burden or obstacle and you did it on your own. And people admire that about you. How you stand 10 toes down and then you kept on pushing, kept on persevering with the Eight of Pentacles. You didn't stop. Like, you did not allow whatever situation that you found yourself in stop you from accomplishing your goals. It could have been like a temporary setback, but you utilize that temporary setback to propel yourself to a higher level. It's like every time you experience a setback, you use that to fuel your comeback. And this is what people admire about you. What do people admire about you, my pal? Number one. Yeah, we have the Page of Cups. They admire your mind, your imagination, your zest. Like, you still have your innocence. You still believe in the magic of life. So let's say, for instance, you've been heartbroken before. You're not the type of person that's going to go around and say, oh, all men are this or all women are that. Like, you're not those type of people that go and comment on their people's happy memories or happy moments with their spouse and then be all bitter and negative, or like, you're not that person, okay, with the Page of Cups. And people admire that about you. Like, you still have that innocence. Like, let's say if you've been heartbroken, somebody did you dirty, you're not gonna go around and start being like, oh, it's over, I don't care about love anymore. It's like, no, that person did you dirty, not love per se. Love, that wasn't love what you experienced with this person. It was just a test. It was just like, you know, maybe it was a karmic soul tie or something. Like, you try to look at things from a different perspective with the Hangman, and you look at things, you know, in a positive light. And this is what people admire about you. You still have that sense of wonder with the Page of Cups. A lot of people, they get jaded. A lot of people, like, you know, after an experience with someone, it's like, oh, I like, it's over, I like love. And it's like, whoa, it was only one person. Did you date the whole world? Like, you only dated one person, and that was an experience for you to grow. And a lot of people, they stay stuck in the negativity instead of like learning from the experience and grow. It's like when you're a baby, when you're a child and you're learning how to walk. Imagine if babies, every time they fell, they stop trying. Nobody would be walking today. We will all be crawling, still crawling on all fours. And that's the same thing with just experiences in life. And I feel like you understand that, my pal. Number one. What do people admire about you? Yeah, temperance. You could have Sagittarius in your chart. Yeah, you definitely look at life in a positive note. You have a happy disposition. And I'm not saying that because you have this happy disposition that you never experience negative emotions. Yes, you do experience negative emotions, but you feel those emotions and you let it go. You let it pass. You don't hold on to the pain. Like, you acknowledge the pain. It's easier to suppress the pain and then act like nothing happened than to actually feel the heartbreak, to feel the sorrow, to feel the loss, to feel the regret, to feel the shame and let it pass, than it is to suppress. So because when you have to feel the emotion, it is a pain that is, sometimes it just doesn't feel good, but it's better to just feel it and then let it go than hold on to it. Holding on to it is going to make you bitter. And I feel like you understand, my pal number one, and people admire that about you. You could be a therapist here. What do people admire about you? What do people admire about you? We have the Lovers. Yeah, like, people admire the fact that you still have that sense of wonder. And we have all the mutable signs here. So you could be a mutable sign. You're adaptable. People admire that about you. You're flexible. You're not rigid in your approach. A lot of people are rigid. Okay? Well, I can't say a lot of people, but I feel like the people that I'm tapping into that admire that about you are the rigid people. Okay? What do people admire about you? Yeah, we have High Priestess, Cancer energy. So you could be a Cancer, Gemini cusper. Don't have to be. But people admire your spirituality, your convictions, like what you believe in. It doesn't have to be spirituality. It could be even your religion, how you're faithful to your religion. Regardless of what happens to you, you're not gonna like curse God because something happened to you. Okay, like, you're not gonna do that. This is what people admire about you. You're still gonna praise God. You're still gonna give thanks to God. You, like, I feel like when something bad happens to you, you go even harder with your prayers. Like, you go even harder with your affirmation instead of like cursing God. This is what I'm getting here. What do people admire about you? Yeah, they admire your generosity with the Six of Pentacles. What do people admire about you? Yeah, we have the Tower, that you're unpredictable in a positive way. It's like you don't move the way that people would expect you to move. Like, you're like, people cannot guess what your next move is going to be with the Tower. What do people admire about you? What do people admire about you? Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. You could be a Scorpio here, because we have the Tower. You could be a Sagittarius, because we do have Sag, and the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter energy. Yeah, like, do you know what I'm getting here as well? People admire the fact that you create your own luck. Okay? You don't wait for luck to knock on your door. You go out there and make things happen. You're optimistic. And this is how it, like, because of your optimism, you could have like a good Jupiter placement as well. You could even have Sagittarius like placements like Jupiter. And I feel like because of that, because Sagittarius is an optimistic sign, it's the most optimistic sign of the zodiac. And I'm getting like, because of your optimism, this is what creates your blessings and the opportunities, because you think positively regardless of what happens to you. What do people admire about you? Yeah, you're visionary with the Three of Wands. You're action oriented. What do people admire about you? Yeah, you're multi-talented here as well with the Two of Pentacles. You have a lot of qualities. What do people admire about you? Yeah, you know when to walk away. You don't hold on to things that do not serve you. You move on, like, you move forward. Like, if something is just like too much or just not in alignment with what you want, what you desire, you let it go with the Eight of Cups. What do people admire about you? What do people admire about you? Yeah, we have the Two of Swords. I'm gonna, like, you know when to be indifferent to certain obstacles and challenges or people whenever they try to get to you or rattle your cage. You know how to be like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna entertain this. I'm gonna pull away. I'm gonna pull my energy and move away from this person or the situation. What do people admire about you? We have the Nine of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. How you're self-sufficient, how you are abundant. They also admire the fact that you have high standards for yourself and you stick to those standards. Like, you're not going to let anybody lower your standards just so that way they could stay in your life. Like, if somebody is not meeting the standards, the quality of like what you look for, either in a partner, a job, or a living arrangement, like a house or apartment or whatever, you're going to make the necessary change to remove yourself from the situation. And you're going to uphold your standards with the Nine of Pentacles. With the Ace of Pentacles, people also admire the fact that you are somebody who is who has the Midas touch. With the Ace of Pentacles, like, you know how to make money out of nothing. What do people admire about you? What do people admire about you, my pal? Number one, we have the Sun card. So you could be a Leo here. Your positivity, your outlook on life. I'm getting like heavy on your outlook on life. What do people admire about you? Yeah, we have the World card. How you're well accomplished as well, or well versed. You're extremely knowledgeable. Yeah, and we have the Six of Swords. Your ability to move on to calmer pastures, to greener pastures when things don't serve you. You know when to move on. You have like the wisdom to like gauge the situation, be like, okay, you know what, this is not for me, this is not serving me, this is causing me more pain than it is bringing me pleasure or like excitement or peace. I'm going to remove myself gracefully and bow out and just move on. This is what I'm getting here. What do people admire about you? What do people admire about you? Yeah, your practicality with the Knight of Pentacles, your dedication. Yeah, you're extremely practical, down to earth. Your down to earth personality is what attracts a lot of people to you. You're practical. What do people admire about you? What do people admire about you? We have the Seven of Cups. Ooh. You have options. I feel like people are jealous of that. They admire it, but they're also jealous because they don't have those options that you do. Whether it is love, business, friendship, you have a lot of options. What do people admire about you? I just saw the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, we have the Page of Wands, your enthusiasm, okay? Your happy-go-lucky personality. Yes, you are practical, but you're also very passionate about what you do. You're passionate about like everything about life. And it's just like you always look at life on the brighter side of things, regardless of the circumstances that are around you that are, you know, showing you that like, what's the point of being happy when you're going through all these obstacles and challenges? But you look at it as like, okay, well, I'm going through all these obstacles and challenges because it's challenging me to grow and to become a better person. So you always look at the positive side, the bright side of everything, and people admire that about you. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number one. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number one. Bye. Hi, pal two. Welcome to my channel. This is Stella Beauty Tarot back at you again with another video. So my pal number two, you picked the malachite crystal. And this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings, okay? So my pal number two. What do people admire about you? What do people admire about you, my pal number two? Ooh, we have the King of Pentacles for you, my pal number two. Your dependability, your independence, the fact that you are, I'm getting like reliable, resourceful. You could be a Taurus here or like just an earth sign, but I'm getting like Taurus energy. You're dependable, reliable, trustworthy. People admire that about you. You are true to yourself. Wow, Ace of Pentacles, my pile number 2. You have the maddest touch. I got that for pile number 1 as well. You have the maddest touch. People admire that about you. Like, even if you lose it all today, you could get it right back tomorrow. You have that. You got what it takes. Okay, what do people admire about you? Wow, 6 of Wands. People put you on a pedestal, my pal number 2. You get you have public recognition and accolades, but I'm getting like what people admire about you is that yes, you do have the public recognition, accolades, you're being celebrated, people like big you up, but I'm getting like you are still humble about it. Like you're not boastful, you don't brag about it, like you just keep it to yourself. People won't know that you are publicly recognized or you have public accolades until they maybe search you up, look you up on social media, LinkedIn, whatever it is that like where you are being celebrated publicly, they could see it there. And it's like when they see you face to face in real life, in real time, like they could never tell that you have all this fame or recognition or respect because you don't walk around with your nose up in the air looking down on others. Okay, what do people admire about you? What do people admire about you? Wow, 4 of Wands. A lot of success, celebration, good news. People admire your stability that you've created for yourself. You have a harmonious, I heard a harmonious face. I don't know why, but there's something about your face or about your looks or about like your energy that's very harmonious with the 4 of Wands that people admire. You have a peaceful nature to you. Everywhere you go, you bring peace, or you have this softness to you or delicate nature to you with the 4 of Wands that people admire. Like you could be rough if you want to, but you choose not to because this is not really your MO. Like you're not really a person that's aggressive or violent. What do people admire about you? Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. They admire the fact that you are adventurous, you're courageous, you're bold. You take bold action towards your dreams. You could be an Aries here. You could be Aries, Taurus, Cusper. Or you could just have Aries in your chart. But I'm like very bold individual with the Knight of Wands. You're daring. You are enthusiastic. You take necessary risk to better yourself. What do people admire about you? Yeah, wow. The King of Pentacles is here again, guys. You're a boss. You're dependable, you're reliable, you're resourceful. You know how to create some sort of like stability for yourself. You got yourself out of the trenches. You got yourself out of like a sticky situation on your own, like without anybody's support, and people admire that about you. Like I feel like it's even your family members, like they respect you more than you know, even though they won't tell you in your face that they respect you, or they publicly privately praise you with the 6 of Wands. Like when you know your name is brought up in conversation with your family members, they talk about how stable you are, how dependable you are, how reliable you are. Like maybe you've gone through like a challenging situation and you've gone through it alone without their support, and they're actually wondering how did you do it. They're seeing that how strong you are, how dependable you are, how reliable you are, and how you have like this solid foundation for yourself with the 4 of Wands, and they admire that about you. But you do have some family members that are envious of that as well because they are not as stable as you are. Yeah, the fact that you did it on your own, you're self-sufficient with the Hermit card. You could be a Virgo here, don't have to be, but you're definitely self-sufficient, and people admire that about you. You're not all up in the mix. You're not all up in people's face. People, like, you are very exclusive. People admire that about you. You're exclusive. Not everybody could have access to you. And people that have access to you, if once the access has been revoked, once you finally revoke the access to you, it's done. There's no going back. People admire that about you, but they also dislike that about you, because the people that had access to you, had a chance to experience you, they try to replace you. Like if they leave and they think that they could find that same energy elsewhere, they're going to realize that they can't, and then they're going to try to circle back, and they realize that their access has been revoked, completely revoked, and you may have a lot of stalkers. Okay, wow, we have the Seven of Wands. Didn't I say something about your access? You have strong boundaries here. People admire that about you. Like, you don't play about that. Once, like I said, once the access has been revoked, you don't deal with somebody anymore, it's over for this person. Once you put your foot down and be like, you know what, I'm done with this nonsense, whatever it is that you were doing. You know, I feel like you have a really big heart, my pal number 2, so you give people a lot of chances. But once you're done, you're done. There's no, like, that person, I feel like people always take your kindness for a weakness, and they actually think that, like, when they're playing these games or doing stuff to you, that you're not going to put your foot down. You're just like, they're not realizing that you're calling the shots. Just because you're not reacting in an aggressive way or being violent or dominant, that doesn't mean that you're not calling the shots. It's like, I'm the one giving you access. It's not the other way around. You're not the one accessing my life because you can. I'm allowing you. But once I remove the access with the Seven of Wands, I promise you, you're never coming back. And I feel like a lot of people, they know that about you. They admire that. They admire that strength that you have to say no and you're done with somebody. And I'm getting like some people, they are amazed by this because they take you for granted. They think that they could play in your face and then you're not going to do anything about it. That you're going to be nice. What contrast? We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, like, because I feel like I said, you have a big heart. Six of Pentacles. You're a generous individual, but people take advantage of that. Just because you're nice doesn't mean you're dumb. Just because you're kind doesn't mean you're dumb. Like, that's the thing with a lot of these people that do stuff like that. They're the one who's dumb, not you. They're the one who's dumb because they don't know the power of kindness. They don't know the power of like your heart. So they think that they could just play in your face and then like you're not going to notice. Like, you don't notice just because you didn't say anything. But people admire the fact that you stay, like, you're still like a good person even if people play in your face. You just are selective. Like I said, you are exclusive. What do people admire about you? We have the Magician, very skilled and talented with the Magician. You're a master manifester. You could be a Gemini or a Virgo. What do people admire about you? We have Virgo twice, so definitely Virgo energy. What do people admire about you? Yeah, Four of Cups. You say less that needs to be said. You know how to keep people at arm's length. And you know how to keep to yourself. You know how to stay to yourself. Like, I keep getting like you're just not in the mix. Some people, they may see you as boring, but you're not. You're just very reserved. What do people admire about you? What do people admire? Yeah, Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. You're wise beyond your years. You're extremely wise. That's the thing. People think they could play in your face until you block them for good and they don't have access to you ever again. And it's just like, what? I thought like I had you in the bag. No, boo-boo, you never did. It was an illusion. You were playing checkers. I was playing chess. See? Like, they don't know you were 10 steps ahead of them. And they thought they had you, like, yeah, I have her figured out. Oh, I haven't figured it out. When the whole time you're looking at these people like, really? You really think that your lame ass little tricks are really playing? Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, they take your kindness for weakness. But people admire the fact that you stay true to yourself. With the Temperance card, like, you don't switch up, you don't change who you are just to appease someone else. You just stay exclusive. People admire that about you. So if they have access to you, they know that it's exclusive access, that it's, if it gets revoked, they're never going to get it again. What do people admire about you? What do people admire about you? We have the Sun card. Yeah, you're positive, you're enthusiastic, you have a very beautiful soul, a beautiful personality. You shine brightly. You're confident in your abilities. People admire that about you. What do people admire about you? What do people admire about you? What do we have here? We have the 5 of Pentacles. I'm getting like how you got yourself out of a sticky situation, or how you got yourself, yeah, like with the Fool card. People admire your faith because maybe they've seen you in the 5 of Pentacles energy and you came out on top because you had faith that is always going to be in your favor, that is going to work in your favor. This is what I'm getting here. What do people admire about you? Okay, that's too many cards. Just one. Yeah, your faith. Yeah, we have the 4 of Wands. Yeah, like your unwavering, unshakable faith with the 4 of Wands, the Fool. You stay 10 toes down no matter what happens to you in life. Whatever life is being like, challenges that are being thrown at you, you stay true to yourself and you're not afraid of taking risk. You walk to the beat of your own drums. You don't you don't trust outside judgment other than your own. Like if somebody gives you advice or if something, like you're gonna go within with the Hermit card and seek the answer from within. You're not gonna look outside yourself for the answer. You know that the answer comes from you, so you're not gonna like worry too much or fret too much about a situation when you know that you could find the answer by meditating. And people admire that about you. How you trust yourself, your inner compass. What do people admire about you, my pal? Number 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're self-sufficient. We had the 9 of Pentacles for pile number 1 as well. So you're self-sufficient, dependable energy. You have high standards for yourself. People admire that about you. That, like I said, you're exclusive. So it's like there's certain standards that people gotta abide by if they want to be in your life. And if they don't want to abide by those standards, they cannot be in your life. And the thing is, I feel like you have given people many chances after chances because you are a kind-hearted individual. But like I said, once the 7 of Wands, you get in that 7 of Wands energy, there's no turning back. What do people admire about you? Yeah, we have the, wow, King of Pentacles is here 3 times, guys. You're extremely independent, but you're also reliable and trustworthy. You're knowledgeable. Didn't I say Taurus energy at the beginning? Yeah, like very dependable. You're resourceful with the Hierophant. And then we have the King of Pentacles again. Yeah, extremely resourceful. Self-sufficient, independent. Like you're extremely independent. What do people admire about you? Yeah, we have the Devil. You have amazing work ethics with the Devil I'm getting here. You're focused. We have High Priestess. Ooh, some people are secretly admire your occultic knowledge, because the Devil and the High Priestess could also represent black magic. But I'm not getting that people think that you're into black magic or anything like that, but they know that you are into the occult, or you have a occult, or you are aware of divination, especially if you are a tarot reader here with the High Priestess. I feel like a lot of you could be tarot readers as well. If you are, people admire that about you, like how you get your intuitive downloads, how you're able to read people without the cards. Because a real tarot reader does not really need the cards to read. The cards are just confirmation. So I feel like you are really good at tapping into the energies around you and then confirming it with the cards. And people admire that about you. You may even have other tarot readers that are learning from you. Okay, like it takes time. It takes, you know, like obviously as when you're a new tarot reader, you're gonna need the card, maybe not to confirm, but it's just more to give you reassurance that you're reading it right. And then as you get better, like you don't really need the cards. If you don't want to use cards to read, you could just use your, like, you know, tap into the energy and trust what your intuition is telling you. So I feel like you are at that level. You have mastered that skill, my pal number 2, and people admire that about you. Yeah, we have the Empress here. Yeah, we have Taurus energy again with Libra. So you could be a Libra or a Taurus here. People admire your elegance. Whether you are a woman or a man, you're extremely elegant here. You're very classy. I heard bougie as well, because we do have the 9 of Pentacles. You hold yourself to a high standard and you uphold that standard. What do people admire about you? What do people, wow, we have the Lovers, Gemini energy. What do people admire about you? Wow, Five of Swords. Ooh, you're not afraid of confrontation, my pal number 2. People admire that about you, but you know when to choose your battles wisely with the Lovers, because Lovers are all about choices. It's not just about love. It's about like black or white choices, okay? Wrong or right. Yin and yang. But you have a really good balance of that. With the Five of Swords, you know when to pick your battles. You know when to walk away and be like, okay, you know what? It's not even necessary. It's not even worth it. What do people admire about you? That's too many. Just one, please. What do people admire about you? Yeah, I see Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Just one card, please. What do people admire about you? Your confidence. Holy moly. Just one card, please, Spirit. What do people admire about you? Yeah, you're visionary with the Two of Wands. People admire that about you. Okay. So that's all I have for you, my pal number 2. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 2. Bye. Hi pal 3, welcome to my channel. This is stellabeautytarot back at you again with another video. So my pal number 3, you picked the lapis lazuli crystal and this is going to be your reading, okay? So if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you back. And if you are a newbie, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So the way that I like to do this is like to smudge the cards first before we get started, so we don't pick up the energy of previous pile or previous readings. So my pal number 3, what do people admire about you? What do people admire about you? We have the 10 of Pentacles. People admire the way that you create wealth or how you created wealth from the ground up. Maybe some of you could be first generation millionaires. I don't know why I'm getting that with the 10 of Pentacles, or you are the first one in your family to go to college, or the first one to graduate from college, to graduate from university. Maybe you graduate with honors, you build some sort of business or solid foundation for yourself. Maybe some of you have your own wine, or you have a wine business. You have some sort of solid foundation that you created from the ground up that is flourishing and is lucrative with the 10 of Pentacles, and people admire that about you. What do people admire about you, my pal number? We have the 4 of Swords. Your ability to put things to rest, or your ability to see things in a way where you allow things to happen the way that it's supposed to unfold with the 4 of Swords. Like you do not force things, you put it to rest if it needs to go to rest. Like you don't force things to happen in your life if it's not God's will with the 4 of Swords. And people admire that about you. Like you respect God's will in your life. Yeah, people respect you and people admire the choices that you make in life with the Lovers here. You always made the right choices for yourself. Like you're not the type of individual that is easily influenced by other people's opinions. Like you're not easily swayed or manipulated to do things that is outside of the norm for you, or outside of like your moral compass. You do what is right, what is just, what is fair. You could be a Libra here, but we have Gemini energy, so you are very balanced. People admire that about you, that you have a very good balance of feminine and masculine energy within you. You know how to operate a business, but you also know how to be emotionally supportive if need be. What do people admire about you? What do people admire about you? We have the High Priestess. Cancer energy, so you could be a Cancer, Gemini, Cusper. People admire your intuition. People admire your esoteric knowledge, your wisdom. you could be a tarot reader here. I feel like I'm reading for a lot of tarot readers here, or like, well, if you guys watch tarot, some way, shape, or form, you guys are tarot readers. Like, you may do your own readings personally, but like, you do have psychic abilities. Okay, I'm getting here for my pal number 3, and people admire that about you. You may have people like in your social circle or people in your family that are jealous of this gift that you possess, but they admire it. They just don't like the fact that it's you who have it. Maybe you have, yeah, we have the 6 of Wands. People definitely admire you from afar. You have public recognition. People admire the fact that you utilize your gift sets and your talent to help the world. Some of you could have like your own platform. Maybe you are on YouTube as well, or TikTok, or Facebook, Instagram, whatever platform that you're using, you're helping the masses. And with the 6 of Wands, you're getting public recognition, public accolades, and people admire that about you, that you're using your gifts to help the world. What do people admire about you? We have the 8 of Wands, that you're action oriented and you're courageous. Maybe like, yes, say if you're a tarot reader, maybe like your family is against it, or it could be taboo in your culture, or maybe you come from a religious background, and then maybe your family is against tarot. But what I'm getting here, even if they are against tarot, they still get readings from you or something like that, and they admire your precision, your accuracy, how you are on point. What do people admire about you? Yeah, we have the King of Wands, your confidence, your ability to get things done, how you're a self-starter, you're an initiator. Some of you could be Aries here, Leo, Sagittarius, but I'm getting like heavy on the Aries energy. You're a self-starter. You have amazing leadership skills and qualities. You're optimistic. People admire that about you. You're daring. You dare to challenge the status quo, or you dare to challenge people that you feel like their views are outdated. The way of seeing life is outdated. What do people admire about you? Yeah, we have the 10 of Wands. You're able to shoulder great responsibility with ease. You have amazing leadership skills. Maybe some of you, you're the eldest. You have to take care of like your siblings since the age of 10 or something like that. You matured very fast because you had to help your parent. Maybe you come from a single parent household and you had to help your parent, and then because of this you had to grow up real fast. I really feel like a lot of you were the eldest, and if you're not the eldest, you were the only girl or the eldest daughter. Maybe not the eldest child, but the eldest daughter, and you had to help your siblings. You had to help your mom around the house chores and stuff like that. People admire your maturity. Maybe you're younger here, maybe you're early 20s, but you're very mature for your age. What do people admire about you? Wow, we have the 9 of Pentacles, how self-sufficient you are. Yeah, because I feel like you created something from the ground up with the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Like, you started from young. Your entrepreneurial spirit, people admire that about you, because I feel like some of you could be you're a real hustler. Like, you could make money out of anything. Okay, anything. Like, you create things, like you could sell clothes, jewelries, food, like, you know, like whatever. I feel like it's a talent of yours with the High Priestess. It doesn't have to be a spiritual talent. It could just be whatever skill that spirit gave you. You're utilizing that to better your life or to better the life of your family. Maybe you've been known in your neighborhood to be the hustler. What do people admire about you? We have the 6 of Swords. Yeah, like you're calm, cool, and collected under pressure. People admire that about you. You know what I'm also getting is that with the 6 of Wands, people admire the fact that you are somebody who is very laid back. Because for where you come from, maybe you come from like very like humble beginnings. This is what I'm getting here. Because I don't want to specify a specific area, because it's a general reading and a lot of people are watching, but I'm gonna like what you guys all have in common. It could be like humble beginnings, and then you came from the ground up, you built yourself up. I feel like you come from the trenches, like you had to hustle. You have the spirit, you have a fighter spirit in you, and people admire that about you, because that spirit is not something that you could duplicate. It can't be duplicated. You can't just take somebody spirit and then apply it to you. You could do all the things and stuff like that, but you cannot break the spirit. Is in it. Like, this is something that you were born with, is something that is part of your lineage, your ancestors. You know, this is like ancestral gifts that you have. That strength that you have is from your ancestors. So you may have like a very strong spiritual background, even if your family is religious, but your ancestry is spiritual. Like, you have some sort of spiritual background, like maybe your great-grandfather was a healer, or your great-grandmother was a healer, but then after that they became Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, whatever other religion that it could be that you are. But in your family lineage, there is some sort of like strong spirituality that you possess, that it was like basically you were the chosen one by your ancestors to carry this gift. This is what I'm getting here. This is why you have family members that are jealous of you, because your ancestors knew that if they would have given them the gift, then that gift would have been lost. Because you know, when you misuse your gift, spirit is going to take it away. So they knew this was going to happen, so that's why they didn't give it to this person or these people, and they're jealous of you because of that. What do people admire? Yeah, Seven of Wands. You have a warrior spirit. Like I said, like, people, they think they can mess with you because you may have a very soft look to you. Like, you look very nice, very soft, like you have very delicate features, like your face, your facial features. So people underestimate you because you're not grungy looking. Okay, I'm not trying to make fun of anybody, but like, I'm just saying, like, grungy in a sense, like you like rough, like you don't, oh my gosh, I don't want anybody to feel offended by me saying that, because I'm not saying anybody is rough, but you know, somebody who's more rugged. You don't have that look with the Seven of Wands, but you have the spirit. Okay, with the Seven of Wands, and people admire that about you, how you stand on business. What do people, yeah, we have the Two of Wands. You're definitely a visionary here, and people admire that about you. You're a forward thinker. So I'm getting like you could be a Sagittarius here, or an Aquarius. What do people admire about you? Yeah, yo, you know, not Temperance, sorry, but definitely could be a Sagittarius. But Virgo came out for all three piles, like the Hermit. So I feel like you guys are introverted individuals, and you are extremely self-sufficient. I got that for all three piles. That self-sufficient energy is like my collective, okay? Because obviously you guys vibe with me, so I feel like the people that vibe with me, that vibe with my readings, are people that are self-sufficient, okay? With the Hermit energy, you don't have to be a Virgo to embody that energy. But what I'm getting here, you're definitely self-sufficient. You are wise beyond your years with the Hermit energy, and people admire that about you. I feel like you were like that since you were young, okay? Because of the experiences that you have, but also the spiritual gifts that was passed down to you from your ancestors, okay? Yeah, like, you look for the answers from within. You don't look outside yourself. What do people admire about you? Yeah, you're action oriented. The Eight of Wands is here. You are courageous, okay? You could have Leo in your chart, but you have a courageous spirit. You have a warrior spirit. You're a real lion. Like, you have that spirit. You're not somebody who's easily defeated. Yeah, you may get knocked down. You may cry. You may but you're not gonna stay down. No, not you. You're not gonna stay down. You're gonna get right back up and try again. What do people admire about you? Yeah, you see Five of Pentacles. Like, you get right back up even if you experience a Five of Pentacles energy. Like, you're not going to allow this to keep you down. Like, you're gonna take the L, and you know, if you cry about it, you're gonna cry about it, but you're gonna dry your tears and try again. And that's what makes you a warrior. What do people admire about you? Yeah, the Hierophant, I think, came out for all three piles as well. So what I'm getting here, people admire how knowledgeable you are. You're a wise counselor. People, they definitely look up to you, whether they want to admit it or not, especially if you have some sort of platform that you talk about your gifts, or you talk about your knowledge, because I feel like you're extremely knowledgeable here with the Hierophant. People look up to you. People from your past, family members, enemies, people, gossipers, like even like your people that say they don't like you. There are secret fans with the Hierophant, and they admire that about you. Like I said, it's just the fact that it's you. They don't want to learn from you, but it's like even if they try to learn from other people, they always circle back to you. What do people admire about you? Yeah, Four of Pentacles, that you're a grounded individual. You're grounded in reality as well. You're realistic, but you're also spiritualist. Like you've learned how to master the art of like being grounded in reality, but also in touch with your spirituality. Okay, like you have mastered both. So you definitely have, that's that Virgo energy, because that's magician energy. So you could also have Gemini in your chart, because I'm getting like magician energy heavy. You were able to master all the elements. You're a grounded individual, but you know how to tap into your spirituality to manifest, like you have done so. And maybe some people have seen you do it in real life, and they are amazed by that. What do people admire about you? What do people admire about, sorry about that, my pal, number 3. So what do people admire about you? Wow, we have the Empress. Ooh. You are divine feminine, divine masculine. People admire your creativity, but they also admire your inner and outer beauty. You are beautiful inside and out, my pal. Number 3, I feel like people work tirelessly to make you feel like you were ugly on the inside as well as the outside. They really wanted to make you feel like you were small, insignificant. I'm getting like a heavy hater energy in your family that always trying to make you feel like something was wrong with you, that you were ugly, that you were not a good person, that you were a devil. But it was a projection of who they really were. Like whoever this person that did this to you, like I feel like it's like a sibling. Okay, I'm getting like heavy on the sibling that was envious and jealous of you. They saw your light, they saw your Empress energy, and they wanted to suppress that energy because they didn't have the Empress or Emperor energy within them. They were toxic. They were, oh, I'm going in because this person's getting on my last nerve, because I feel like they did a real number on you. You are the Empress. They admire that about you. I feel like some of you may not even know that you are the Empress, or you have Empress like you're embodying that energy because of like how people made you feel, especially people in your family. They made you feel so insignificant, like you were nothing, that you were minuscule, like you were garbage. Ugh, I'm sorry, this person, whoever this person is, they're the one who's the garbage. And I'm not even trying to be mean, because it's their energy they were projecting onto you. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I'm just getting so annoyed with this person's energy, because it's just like, ugh. Like, if that's how you feel about yourself, go to therapy. Don't try to use someone else as a punching bag for your disgusting feelings, okay? What do people admire about you? Like, this person, I think that's what it is as well. This person was jealous of the fact that people admired you, how beautiful you were inside and out. And this person was so envious of your light. They wanted to destroy you, make you feel so insignificant, and they couldn't. Until today, this person is still jealous of you, but that's why they admire you as well. But they just hate the fact that it's you who have this beauty. It's you that have this power. It's you that have this energy. We have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, like you are a reliable individual. You're not afraid of being a student of life, and people admire that about you. You could humbly say, when you don't know something, you're humble enough to say, can you teach me? You're not too prideful to say, like, I know everything, like nobody, like you're not prideful. You don't walk around with your nose all up in the air thinking like you're better than everybody, and then when you get corrected, you get mad. Like, you don't do that. And then people have tried to humble you on so many occasions because they are envious of you, and they made you feel like you were nothing. But they admire the fact that you have amazing qualities. They just don't like the fact that it's you. High Priestess, I'm telling you, you are highly spiritual. People admire that about you, or you're in touch with your spirituality. Okay, you have some sort of like occult knowledge here, and people admire that about you, and also how you get your downloads. What do people admire about you? Yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles, your generosity. Even if even if you've been hurt, abused, misused, like, you know, like talked down on, you still give God praise. We have the Two of Pentacles. You're multi-talented here. People admire that about you. Some of you could play multiple instruments here. Some of you, I'm getting like Prince. You could be a Gemini here because Prince was a Gemini. You could play multiple instruments here, or you could play 2 pianos at the same time. Yeah, I'm getting like genius energy. But you were made to feel small. Like maybe somebody told you, oh, you're not supposed to play 2 pianos at the same time. What are you doing? But they were jealous of you because you knew how to do that. And they were like so angry that I'm getting somebody who, you know, when they get angry, you see the veins on the side of their head. Like I'm getting somebody like that, fuming because you know how to do that you're multi-talented, but people admire you about like for that. And I feel like some of you kind of give up on that. Like stop doing that. Like you start just practicing on 1 piano, but you're able to do 2 because like you're called to do 2. I don't know. I'm getting like somebody who's able to do both at the same time and you're sick with it. What do people admire about you? You see the Gemini card came out. The Lovers came out. I'm telling you, some of you could be Geminis here. Because Geminis are like that. They're able to, like, they're very multi-talented. They're able to do multiple things at once. And that's one thing that where if you don't understand astrology, you won't understand the sign of Gemini. Gemini is about duality. It's able to tap into 2 different dimensions at the same time. Not just like just one at a time, at the same time. And a Gemini who's able to balance that energy within them, that's why they call them gems. Telling you, like, if you really understand astrology, like you would know, like certain signs, they have different skills. And it doesn't mean that one sign is better than the other. They all represent different areas. And Gemini is all about duality, being able to do multiple things. And if you're trying to restrain somebody who has a lot of Gemini placement or who is a Gemini, like you're suppressing their divinity. And that's how Gemini, like every sign has their own divinity, but it's just in different aspects. And I'm getting like, you don't have to be a Gemini, like Gemini sun, moon, rising, but you could have Gemini placements like Jupiter or something, or in your 10th house where you're not supposed to be doing just one thing. You're supposed to be doing multiple things and bring them together. Okay, or you could have Sagittarius or something, and then somebody in your family was trying to suppress that, but people admire that about you. Okay, what do people admire about you? Guys, I can't make it up. Didn't I say Sagittarius? I can't make it up. I'm telling you, you're able to do multiple things at once. And the Lovers wanted to come out. I'm telling you, I'm getting like Gemini and Sagittarius energy, heavy. Okay, like I said, you don't have this does not have to be your main 3. It could be in your 10th house. It could be in your 6th house or something where it's about your skills, okay, your talents. What do people admire about you? Yeah, you have a happy disposition to you. You're always like laughing or having a good time. What do people admire about you? What do people admire about you? Just one card, please, Spirit. Yeah. Your love is pure. You're a genuine soul. You're a kind, loving individual, like very loving. Okay, we have the Emperor. Amazing leadership skills and qualities. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. People admire that about you. The love you give is genuine. It's real, authentic. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my pal number 3. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in my next video, pal number 3. Bye.